I'm your community correspondent, Angie Casada, and we're in Brevard County, out in the water, actually, with local boater Jordan Wallace, who took us out in the area where this crash happened, where 7 people were injured. And you can see the rocks here behind me, as well as some local boaters. But that video that we received last night just shows how intense this rescue was. This is the crash zone. Jordan's steering us along the same line where investigators say the boat hit. Last night, first responders surrounded the wrecked vessel, pinned against the rocks in the dark. A scene Jordan Wallace says is familiar for him. He's out on this water every day.
Well, typically when people hit the jetties and stuff, they got the boat on autopilot, so they're just not paying attention. I've seen a boat crash into that jetty over there.
Recovery crews eventually pulled the damaged boat to shore, its back end crushed from the impact. Moments later, a helicopter lifted off with one of the victims. Another ambulance drove away as medics rushed to stabilize others.
That must have been a fairly large boat to have 7 people on it.
Yeah.
It's not a little skiff probably, but
Yeah.
If it hits the rocks with the waves, it's pretty violent.
Bystanders lined the jetty as a second patient was airlifted out. Deputies say all 7 people on board was accounted for, but multiple people were hurt.
Ultimately, life is fragile. That's why we have to have trust in Jesus, because we're not guaranteed tomorrow.
It's unfortunate, but you got to be cautious, and it's just boats come by really close to other boats because everything gets funneled in through the port. So you just got to be careful.
FWC says it will be leading the investigation into what went wrong. FWC investigators tell us they're working to piece this together. And of course, if there's any updates, we'll be sure to inform you on air and over on clickorlando.com. Reporting in Brevard County, I'm Angie Casada, News 6.